In the last class, we discussed the Thevenin's theorem and maximum power transfer theorem, and we also did some numerical problem on Thevenin's theorem. But maximum power transfer theorem we just started, and we also derived the condition for the maximum power transfer theorem, and uh, the conditions actually we obtain for generalized one, because there we assume the both the uh, things are impedances, that means both the internal uh, and the load part, both the cases we do impedance. Impedance means it's a complex variable where we have both real and imaginary part, and the real part of that impedance, as you know, is called the resistance, and the imaginary part of the impedance is called the reactance. So we saw that. Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
So these conditions we derived in the last class. Did I did we derive, or we just wrote that equation? Did you derive, or I think you have the thing as a homework, home task, isn't it? Is it so? Can you remember? Anyone? Anyone who can remember? That means you are not serious. That means you are not going through the notes, and you are not watching the recorded classes. Anyway, uh, the condition which we obtain for the maximum power which will be dissipated across any load impedance ZL, the condition for that is equals to that ZL will be complex conjugate of the internal impedance of the rest of the circuit. Okay. So complex conjugate means if RL plus JAXL is the load impedance, then the real part, that means the resistances, will be exactly equal. That means the load resistance will be equal to the internal resistance of the circuit, and the reactive part will be opposite in nature. That means XL equals to minus XI. That means the load reactance will be negative of the internal reactance. What does it mean? Can anybody tell me? What do you mean by this XL equals to minus XI? Let me ask, because no one will volunteer. Anyway, uh, let me ask Harshit Keshari. Harshit Keshari, please unmute. Harshit Keshari.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you mean by XL equals to minus XI? What is XL? You just first tell me what is XL, that you can see
Sir,
on the.
the inductive reactance.
And what do you mean by this XL equals to minus XI? XL is not inductive. You cannot say that it is an inductive reactance. It is a simple reactance. Now, what do you mean by XL
Okay.
equals to minus XI? What does it mean? What is the implication in case of practical circuit?
Sir, I don't know, sir.
Sir, probably XL equal to minus XI means the current is flowing in the opposite direction in the inductor and Hello?
বলো।
I'm just guessing probably this means the current is flowing in the opposite direction.
Current
It's flowing in the opposite direction in the no, sorry, I've done a mistake.
Sir, in the maximum power transfer theorem, uh, the XL equals to the complex conjugate of XI, I think.
no, XL equals to minus XI. These two are not the complex term. XL is not a complex term. XL is basically a scalar term. XL and R, those are basically real. XL and RL, they are real. But when I am writing XL plus JXI, so J is the imaginary term. By that we are making this complex variable ZL. XL is not a complex. It's just a real term. XL. Now, when I am saying that XL equals to minus XI, what does it practically means? If you have the concept of reactance, then only you can conclude that. You can say that.
So
Okay.
if I have the capacitance in the output, so we have to use the same reactance of
Correct. So that means
inductance.
it's opposite in nature. If XL is is an inductive reactance, the internal reactance should be capacitive, or vice versa. That means if XL is a capacitive one, capacitive reactance, then the internal reactance will be inductive one. So that is the actual implication of this equation. But resistances will be exactly equal, because resistance, there is no change in nature. Okay, but reactance, we have two type of reactance: capacitive reactance and inductive reactance. Capacitive reactance generally leads the current, and inductive reactance generally lags the current. So that you should know. Okay, for capacitive reactance, we generally get the leading power factor, where the current leads the voltage by some angle. Okay, all these discussions are valid for alternating supplies, alternating currents, and that is not in my part of discussion, but still I should mention these points. Otherwise, you cannot relate these things. Got my point? Now it is clear. That means if the load resistance is inductive, inductive in nature, okay, the internal reactance should be capacitive in nature, and their values should be exactly equal. That is the thing. That in মানে আমি এটা বলতে পারি না, I can't say that the value of the inductance and the value of the capacitance will be same, because can you tell me why you cannot say that? You cannot say the value of the inductance and value of the capacitor. That means if the value of the inductance is suppose 1 millihenry, can I say that the capacitance will be 1 millifarad? Is it so?
No, the XL and XC formula is different. XL
বলো।
equals to omega L and X equals to 1 by omega C. So we
1
have to
by-
equal
correct.
equals the impedance.
Correct. So that is the thing. That thing you have to remember. Their formulas are different. Their expressions are different. XL equals to omega L or 2 pi FL, and XC equals to 1 by omega C or 1 by 2 pi omega C. So that you should remember. So therefore, we can't say
So sir, the values should be same.
No, value should be same means what? Means if suppose I have just a minute, I'm not connected this one.
স্যার ওমেগা এল আর হচ্ছে যে ওমেগা সি সেমও তো
Noise is
হতে পারে।
coming. Are you getting some noise? Are you getting some noise?
Sir, in case of resonance, it can be same.
Yes sir, then it would be a case of resonance. For X.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Okay, so that means we can say from this expression that inductance value and capacitance value may not be same. And you are saying that it's a resonance condition. Resonance is a different thing. Okay.
Sir, your voice is breaking a bit.
Voice is breaking. I think
No, sir, it's
Yes
clear
sir.
now.
Yes sir.
due to some network connectivity issue, I think, but it will be okay, I think, within few minutes. You just try to concentrate. Okay, so I think you have understood the practical implication of this expression, but let me tell you that whatever expression we have derived here, am I audible now? No, it is showing that
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
connection is unstable. Anyway, whatever expression we have derived here, or I don't know whether I have derived in the last class or I have given it for your homework. You have mentioned that. Anyway, whatever the expression I have given here, that is valid for the case where both the things are impedance. That means both the uh, load and the internal circuit has a real part and imaginary part of that impedance. Okay, now take the condition where both the things are real. So that means both the load part and the internal circuit has only the real part. That means only the resistance. Real part means only the resistance. Then what will happen? Then what will be the condition? Anyone? That also I have written here.
Sir, the internal resistance must be equal to the
Equal, because
external
there is
resistance.
correct, because there is no other part, no other imaginary part, no question of equating the reactance part, because it's a purely resistive circuit. And as I am discussing the DC circuit, for DC circuit this is the valid. Okay, so you can apply this expression x RL equals to RI for DC circuit. Okay, and we
Yes.
also, I think for this part we have derived the condition in the last class by taking the derivative of this output power, where the output power is VI square by RI plus RL. So this expression we have derived, and we also saw an interesting thing that during the maximum power transfer, that means when the load is taking the maximum power, in that condition the efficiency becomes very poor, and that is only 50%. So that also we proved in the last class. Another thing is that at this condition, that means when the RL equals to RI, the load resistance equal to the internal resistance of the circuit, there the actual power, which is called the maximum power, that is equals to VI square by 4 RL. VI square by 4 RL. Can anybody tell me what do you mean by this RI actually, and how to calculate this RI? Anyone? এখানে আমরা বারবার আরআইটাকে রেফার করছি। What do you mean by this RI and how to calculate this RI? Anyone? Quick. If you don't volunteer, then I will ask. Devmallo Chatterjee.
So RI is the internal resistance.
RI is Thevenin equivalent.
Let me ask Devmallo, because all are not responding equal. Devmallo Chatterjee, please unmute. Don't write anything in chat. Okay, so what I will do from the next class, I will randomly ask you questions, and I may take some small test as well. Whoever will not respond and whoever will not attend the class, I will give him some zero, give him or her some zero for that test, and that will have some component during the calculation of internal marks. Okay. So this strategy I should opt, otherwise it is difficult to manage this class. Jamirul Islam, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what do you mean by RI?
Sir, RI means the resistance.
Which resistance? How to calculate that? You didn't get my question.
Sir, how to calculate?
কি করে
Yes, sir.
calculate
But
করব?
sir, calculate কিভাবে করব সেটা জানি না স্যার। Calculate পার্টটা।
That is, you are not going through the class notes. You are not at all interested, serious with this basic electrical engineering class. Mute yourself. Kranti Mondol.
Yes, sir.
Can you answer this question that I have asked?
Sir, RI is equal to resistance, sir.
How to calculate RI equals to resistance? সেটা সবাই জানে। That you have, তোমাকে সেটা বলতে হবে না। What I am asking that how to calculate this RI? Mute. Ronnie Hawk.
Yes, sir.
পারবে বলতে?
Yes, sir.
I have asked some question. Do you have that answer?
No, sir.
Then you just mute. Who can give the correct answer?
Sir, if I short circuit the RI is the internal resistance.
Sir,
Sir, Ara is the internal.
if by removing all the power sources in the circuit and calculating the total resistance between the open connection points, sir,
Correct. So that means it
and
is
by taking
nothing
them
but
in
the
That
the
is the
series,
Thevenin
by
resistance.
taking them in the
correct.
series.
Both are correct. That means it is nothing but the Thevenin resistance. So in the theorem of the theorem Thevenin's theorem, it is already mentioned. Then how to calculate the Thevenin's resistance? That is clearly mentioned in the theorem. And we have also worked out some numerical problem on that. The problem is different. Problem is only 10% students are attending the class seriously. Okay. The rest of the 90% are not serious with this basic electrical class. Now I can ensure that you will get the supplementary in this particular subject. No one can help you in this regard, because if you think that during the semester exam will be home assignment based, then you will be in trouble. I can ensure that you will get the supply in this particular subject. If you are not serious at all in this subject, thing will not be so easy. So that you should remember. And only 30% students are attending the class today. Who is here? CR, please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
just
sir.
you just take the attendance right now. And all these 28 students I should
Okay,
get
sir.
as an attendance. No one else. Okay. Anyway, so that means we have discussed already what is maximum power transfer theorem, and that is the last theorem. And one more thing I should mention here, that if so we discuss two cases. That means if both the thing, that means the load and internal circuit has impedances, that means real part and imaginary part, what will be the condition? We have also discussed if both the thing, that means the load and internal circuits has only the resistance, then what will be the condition? But we haven't discussed the thing that suppose the load has only resistance, but the internal circuit has both real part and imaginary part, that means impedance, then what will be the condition? Or vice versa. That means if the internal circuit has resistance, but the load has impedance, that means both real part and imaginary part, then what would be the condition? That I haven't discussed. Isn't it? Am I right? Did I discuss that? No. Then can you predict that what should be the condition? Anyone? You don't know. I'm just asking. Can you predict that what should be the condition? Anyway, we have the proof for that as well, but that doesn't directly come from this theorem. We have to বলো।
ওটা সিরিজে রাখতে হবে ওটা
হ্যাঁ
সিরিজে রেখে তারপর ওটা কি করতে পারবো?
বলো। That means what I'm asking, that suppose this internal thing has impedance, but the external one, that means this one has only the resistance.
We can change the internal circuit. Is that right?
No, we cannot change
We can-
anything. This is the circuit, internal circuit. We cannot change that. I'm asking that what should be the condition for this? The condition for this you have to prove. I am leaving the proof for
Sir,
you.
you have to take only the real part.
No, you have to equate the ohmic value.
Sir, I think that
So this is the
I think the efficiency will not so high for this case. I mean 50% lower than
no.
50%.
Here also we will get the 50% only. Here also we will get the 50% only. Why I am just telling you? But you just first see the condition, and I haven't proved this condition. আমি এই কন্ডিশনটাকে প্রুভ করিনি, but this will be the condition. আর যদি উল্টোটা হয়, if the thing is opposite, that means if this has the impedance part, then the condition will be just opposite. That is the ohmic values. And that is the condition for this case. That is very important. We have several cases where we faced this thing. There are several cases, so you should remember this. This doesn't directly come from the maximum power transfer theorem, as maximum power transfer theorem doesn't say anything about these conditions. But again, we can derive the expression of power, and if we take the derivative of the power and equate to 0, actually we will obtain this equation, this expression. That you can do as a homework. Okay, now here also the efficiency only 50% because the reactance doesn't consume any active power. Whatever the power we are taking here, if you see, that is, in case of impedance also, that is only due to the resistance, because active in our electrical technology, we have the main power we have, that is the apparent power. I think these things will be discussed in other part of the subject anyway. So V into I conjugate, actually this is the apparent power, and this has two parts, real power and imaginary power. This real power is called the active power, and this part is called the reactive power, and this is called the apparent power. Okay, if you haven't attended any class on this, I think you will not understand this, but anyway I have to mention here because I am taking this power. So this S has the unit of volt ampere. You just remember this. The S, or the apparent power, has the unit of volt ampere. Active power, the unit is well known, that is watt. And the reactive power has the unit of volt ampere reactive. And you should know that resistance only can take the active power, and as we are here interested in the active power only, the reactance part will not consume any active power. Reactance part is responsible for consuming or delivering reactive power only. Okay, so that means from X will get some reactive power only, will not get any active power from reactance. So that means if we take then active power only, then anyway we'll get the, okay, you are right, I think exactly will not get the 50%, because here the resistance are not exactly equal. You are right in that sense. Okay, but what will be the efficiency, that also I cannot say unless I don't have the value of xi. Got my point? যে বললে এটা যে
Sir, are
50% হবে না, that
sir,
is correct. Absolutely correct.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because here we cannot say anything about the efficiency because
Sir.
we don't have the value of reactance.
sir, are the dimension of VA, W and
They are not
are
equal.
same.
Yes, sir. I have the same
The
question.
dimensions are equal, dimensions are same, but their units are not equal. So this is the first case where
Then
we are getting this type of
how can
expression.
we add them, sir?
Huh?
Yes, sir. Then how can we add them?
Which
How
one?
can we add them?
How do we add two different units, sir? One is W,
Yes,
one
sir.
is VR. How do we add them, sir?
No. If we take the dimensions, dimensions are equal, but in practice, we use different units. If you're
Okay,
talking
sir.
about the dimensions, dimension in terms of the elementary these things, units, that is equal. That should be equal for any case of this type of addition. But their units in practical units are different. Okay, as because the active power
Okay, sir.
is the power which uh, uh, generally dissipated or which has some practical significance. Okay, suppose the mechanical power, some power you know that some power we get from the work done, isn't it? When you have first defined the power, you have defined the power by the work done. Now, by some work done, only what power can happen. Okay, and the reactive power is a different thing. Reactive power is not related to work done. Reactive power দিয়ে কোনো work done হয় না. That means in mechanical we will not get any work because the work done. This term is basically a mechanical term. So we don't have any work done by this reactive power. But in electrical, this has some major significance because this is related to the voltage control. The reactive power is related to the voltage control. Got my point? The power
Yes, sir.
for which we pay the bill as our households, that is also reactive active power. So therefore, I think you know the units, the BOT, Board of Trade Units. What is that? Kilowatt hour. That means we are actually paying for the watt power. We are not paying for the wattless power. That is the reactive power. But if you consume more and more reactive power, then the power factor will be poor. And that will create the problem of your incoming voltage. Suppose if you consume a very high reactive power, and if your power factor goes below 0.7 or 0.6 laggy, and in your locality all are doing the same thing, then the utility cannot control the voltage at your end. That means instead of 220 or 230 volt, you may get 160 volt. So there is a concern about the voltage control.
Sir, I have one question.
If we, bolo.
Sir, suppose I am taking one practical example. Sir, suppose the house X and house Y, there are two houses and both
Yes.
are using the same number of appliances and for the same duration, and one is getting the bill of around 2000, another house is getting the 3000. So, sir, why there is a difference in this bill amounting and power consumption?
No, I'm not getting. Just a minute. আরেকবার বলো এটা.
Sir, for example, there are two houses.
Yes.
One is house number X and house number Y, and both the houses are using the same CSC connection, and
Yes.
both are using the equal number of appliances and equal amount of time. Okay,
Yes.
but during when the bill comes, the CSC bill comes, one house is showing it has got a bill of 2000 and another house is getting a bill of around 2200. Sir, why
Right.
this difference in bill of 200
This difference
rupees?
should not come. This
Is it
difference
related
should
with the voltage supply or power factor?
no. No. This should not come as both the ends, because whenever this X and Y will be fed by the same outcoming of the transformer, they will get the same voltage at same point of time. There will be no change in voltage. That is a wrong conception. If X and Y
Sir,
is fed, just let me finish. If X and Y is fed by two different phases, because we are basically, as our household, I think DC sir will discuss this, we are basically single phase consumer. Single phase. আমাদের বাড়িতে একটা করে ফেজ আছে, মানে দুটো তার আসে, one phase and another neutral. Okay, suppose this X and Y is fed by two different phases, one R phase, another Y phase, because there are three phases which is outcoming from the transformer. X is getting R phase and Y is getting from Y phase. In that case, the voltage can be different. In that case, the power also can be different. Got my point? And as you are ensuring that both the consumer has the same amount of load, so that means the natures of the loads are same. That means একজন যদি ফ্লোরোসেন্ট ল্যাম্প ইউজ করে আরেকজনও ওই টাইমে ফ্লোরোসেন্ট ল্যাম্প ইউজ করছে, একজন যদি রেফ্রিজারেটর ইউজ করে যত ওয়াটের, আরেকজনও রেফ্রিজারেটর ওয়াটার সেই
breaking.
হ্যাঁ my voice is breaking.
No, sir. Your voice is very clear, sir.
No, what is your
Continue,
question?
sir.
Anyway, so have you understood my point? That there
sir,
Yes,
I
sir.
have a question. In
Repeat
the
last
meter,
point.
which type of power we are calculating? In household use, the meter calculates which power, apparent power or the active power.
active power on. Active power on.
In watt meter also. I mean, in the
In watt
lab
meter
uses,
also-
the watt meter also calculate that.
In watt meter also we can measure the wattage on. Reactive meters are different. Reactive power meters are different. You have two coils in watt meter and their connection, I think your concerned teachers have discussed this. We have some common connection, common point, and we have two coils, one the current coil and another preferred coil. Okay, one is to sense the current, another is to sense the voltage. So this type of called the watt meter. If you see, if you look at the instruction sheet, the circuit diagram, we mentioned W over there. So that means it's a watt meter and it can measure the wattage only, the watt power only. Reactive powers are different, reactive meters are different, but reactive meters are also available nowadays. But the watt meters are more common, and in most of the cases, as a household, we are interested only the watt meter, wattage of powers. Then who will concern about the reactive power? Actually, the utilities like CSC,
If a huge motor is placed in a
bolo?
if a huge motor is used, I mean there will be a huge inductance.
Correct.
So the JQ value will be great, huge.
Correct. But
Then the supplier will get wrong result from the water.
correct. Actually, the supplier knows very well that as a domestic consumer, you will not install any large motors within your premises. They knows it better. And during the applying of the connection, when you have applied for the connection to the supply, electric supply or the CSC or ACDCL or DISCOMs, so you applied for a particular amount of load, suppose 3 kilowatt or 3.5 kilowatt, and there you have mentioned every details of the load. That means how many electrical appliances you are going to use. There you have mentioned those clearly. There you haven't mentioned that I will install a huge motor inside my premises. and that is illegal if you use that. Okay, now whoever can use that, Jadavpur University is a bulk consumer. They can use that. We have some machines laboratory, lathe machines. I think you have seen just beside the Faculty of Engineering Technology building. We have the mechanical machine shop. There we have huge lathe machines. So they consume huge power, and some of the machines may be of three phase. So in that case, how the utility will ensure the constant voltage? Actually, what does the CSC do is that if they measures the power factor, okay, if the power factor goes below a certain value, they charges a penalty for these bulk consumers or industrial consumers or commercial consumers. They charge a penalty.
Sir,
Yes. So the
sir,
different tariff
by
structure
power
are
factor
there.
you mean cos theta.
হ্যাঁ বলো।
By power factor you mean cos theta.
Power factor means cos phi. Yes. Power factor I mean that is cos phi. আচ্ছা তোমরা কি এগুলো পড়োনি নাকি তোমাদের ওই পার্টে তো এগুলো আছে সব? So this is the angle theta or phi, whatever you can say. If I take the projection of I on V and if we multiply this, so this is I cos theta, and this power, the real part of that apparent power, which is called the active power, is equals to Vi cos theta. And if I get this, you see, in a multiplication ঠিক মানে আমাদের মাল্টিপ্লিকেশনের মতো নয় আর কি, সেই জন্য we use the sin theta and this is I sin theta, and therefore we consider as an imaginary power. And S is basically complex summation of this. Okay, now এটা থেকে ভালোই বুঝতে পারবে, ভালো করে বুঝতে পারবে, if the power factor is low, power factor is cos theta, এই cos theta টা, suppose this PF is cos theta, if this theta is high, what will happen? Power factor will be low. And what do you mean by theta high? Which component will increase? The reactive power will increase.
Reactive, sir.
Reactive power will increase. That means মানে যত তুমি লার্জ মোটর ইউজ করবে, যাতে বড় বড় কয়েল আছে যার ইন্ডাকটেন্স অনেক বেশি, in that case they will consume huge reactive power. এবং হিউজ রিঅ্যাক্টিভ পাওয়ার নিলে তাহলে ভোল্টেজ উইল বি ভেরি পুয়ার, that means utility then has to do some or install something to improve the voltage. তাহলে ওরা যখন একটা কিছু খরচ করে ভোল্টেজটাকে ইমপ্রুভ করছে, they will not charge any penalty. Okay, but they know very well that domestic consumers, the power factor cannot go below 9.9. They know it better than you. So therefore they don't charge for reactive powers or low power factor. Got my point? Anyway, I was there in this maximum power transfer theorem, but you should know what do you mean by power. Otherwise, whenever you calculate this, you'll be in trouble, because the resistance only take the okay. So I think you have understood. Let me uh, discuss a numerical problem. Should I discuss an easy problem or a little difficult problem? What should I do? Okay, so let us take some easy problem first. So 100 volt, and this is RL, and suppose this is you take 10 ohm, 5 ohm. Okay, so do this problem. So first, what is the problem? You have to determine the value of RL for which it will consume the maximum power. Secondly, you have to find out the maximum power. So these are the two things you have to derive. Now you just tell me what should I do first.
So we can change the current source
Sir,
to
we need to
voltage source.
find out how much current is flowing through RL.
Sir, first we can change
Current
the,
is the
current
current that is
source
flowing
to
through the circuit.
voltage.
Hello?
Calculate the RL, RThevenin.
We have to first find out the Thevenin equivalent of the circuit. That is the first step. Identifying these are the two terminals. Okay, then you remove RL between AB, and then you calculate the thing. Okay, so this AB, first you remove the resistance from here and try to find out the R Thevenin and B Thevenin. And what is this voltage source? Quick.
So 5 volts.
5. Why 5?
20.
Oh, yes, sorry,
20.
20. 20.
And what is this resistance?
7.
5 plus 2.
7.
Okay. Now what is the RThev? Quickly, because RThev is easier to calculate. তাড়াতাড়ি বলো।
Seventy by 17. I mean 4.11. 4.12.
4.12. Okay. Now VThev. What is BTEC? Seven into 80 by 70. Plus 20. What is that?
Sir, approximately
52
53.
52.941.
Okay. So
53
941
volt.
now all the things we have derived. Then we can draw a small circuit for our better understanding. Then it will be easier. So between A and B, what is the thing we are getting? This is 52.94 and this is 4.12 and that is the RL. Then as per the maximum power transfer condition, RL value will be equals to RI equals to 4.12. Okay. So that means this is one answer. Next answer is what is the maximum power? What is the maximum power? Quickly. B square by 4
B square by
RTH.
4 RL.
Okay. That means 52.94 square divided by 4 into 4.12. And what is the value coming?
Sir, 169.65.
680.3.
170? Huh?
169.65.
Yes, sir. 170.06.
170.07.
Yes, sir.
So this is the answer. Okay. So maximum power transfer theorem, one of the easiest theorem to remember and work out. But the main thing is you should understand the Thevenin's theorem clearly. Otherwise, the maximum portion of this maximum power transfer theorem is to derive the Thevenin's equivalent circuit, that is VTH and RTH. And rest of the things are already derived. Got my point? Only the things you have to remember in case of impedances. That is a little complicated. Because in impedances, we have to equate the reactances as well. And in case of you don't have the reactance part in either load or in the internal circuit, in that case you have to equate the ohmic values as I have mentioned. Got it? Okay, the next thing that I will discuss today, that is the star delta transformation. That is another important thing. Do you know when we have your session is getting resolved? You know when your session is getting resolved?
Sir, that we do not know very well.
But your exam date, you know, na? The first week of August, I think, like that.
Yes, sir, that is expected.
That means this July
Probably
is there to complete our syllabus. I have a few more things to discuss in this class. One is the electrical measurements, the different measuring instruments, and two other chapters
sir,
are
your voice
there.
broke for a little bit time.
Okay, so that I can't do anything. Now, actually, this is my syllabus. as you can see on this Word document. Can you see the Word document?
Yes, sir.
Electrostatics, electromagnetism is also there.
Yes. So that I'm saying, second two things, the electrostatics and electromagnetism. These two things, I think you have already studied in your earlier classes, that means in your 10+2 classes, isn't it? Most of the things like capacitance calculation, Gauss theorem.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yes,
or
sir.
it will be only some repetition. What
Yes,
I can
sir.
do,
Yes, sir.
I can.
Potential that we have read.
Yes, yes. So only what I can do, I will discuss a few numerical problems, because theory বারবার করে একই জিনিস বলে তো লাভ নেই. We have already have studied all this. I know that. And the thing which I should discuss in the class, I will take only one class on that. I will discuss some numerical problems. And electromagnetism, little things there which you haven't studied earlier, that is the magnetic circuit. The magnetic circuits also I will discuss, and I will do some discuss some numerical problem on that. So that will take one class, and this electrical measurement, I think it will take 2 or 3 classes. Okay, বোঝা গেছে আমি কি বলছি?
And
Is that
sir, we are
that be
facing
okay?
one problem in DC sir's class.
Why?
Sir,
Why?
actually, it is not his fault. Actually, he often faces network issues, sir. Whenever because he is explaining one topic, his voice often breaks, sir,
For my cases also it is like
due
that.
to the net connectivity issues. No, sir, your is more stable. Actually, when he tries to teach us, after 1 hour, 1 minute interval, his voice often breaks, sir.
Then you talk to him separately.
Your connectivity
Regarding
is
this-
more
this
better
issue.
than.
This
Huh?
issue, but because that actually the whatever the question will be there, that will be uniform for all, not for your civil department or this particular section. বুঝতে পেরেছো আমি কি বলতে চাইছি? যখন কোশ্চেনটা হবে সেটা তো শুধু তোমাদের
Yes,
জন্য
sir.
হবে না, এটা তো সবার জন্য হবে, ইউনিফর্ম হবে। সেক্ষেত্রে তোমরা যদি আর মেজর পার্ট
Yes, sir, we only get the notes only, but we can't understand anything from the
Yes, sir.
class.
Actually,
that class.
your
you are
voice is
comfortable with note,
more
then
better
that is
connect.
if you are comfortable with the notes, then it is different issue. But if you are not comfortable at all with the notes, then you have to address this issue properly. I will not suggest you in
Yes,
which
sir,
platform you should address this issue, but you have to
Sir,
address this issue properly, because whenever you have to face the question, you have to face it. সেক্ষেত্রে তোমাদের জন্য নেটওয়ার্ক কানেকশন ব্রেক করে গেছিল বলে সেটা তো কেউ শুনবে না, না। You have to raise this issue. বুঝতে পেরেছো? You are in first year, therefore you don't know this, because it's a university question and it will be uniform for all, because it's a common curriculum. You are under common curriculum. For me also, if some problem is there, you just raise the problem. I will take some extra class for you. I don't have any issue. If I have connectivity issue, then I have to change the connection. I have two different connections. I have to switch on the other connection if I have some connectivity issue. But if it is not so frequent, then it is okay. Got my point?
Sir, actually, your connection is much better, and you give the facility of the video recording as well,
Yes,
which
sir.
will very much help us.
But if we send the request to join to Debasis sir, the request is accepted after 5 minutes or because he can't get the request also, because the net is slow. Because
take the
we have
class in
seen that
Google Meet, na?
he was presenting the screen.
He's taking the class in Google Meet.
Yes.
So there you
Yes.
have to wait for some time, because there is a waiting room. And I have also waiting room in Zoom, but in general I disable the waiting room. Today also I have
Yes,
disabled
sir.
Wi-Fi.
On last day, you told me on phone call also. You had
Because
off
many
that
many
function.
students can have
Disabled that
this type of problem.
function.
Okay, anyway, but you have my point is you should raise this issue, you should address this issue at some suitable or some competent platform. বুঝতে পেরেছো? নয় স্যারকে বলতে হবে, মানে এটা একটা রিজলভ করতে হবে এটা আর কিছু না, বিকজ আর টাইম নেই। আমি তো আমার সিলেবাস নেই, আমি ওয়ারিড কি করে আমি সিলেবাস কমপ্লিট করবো। আমি কারণ এক্সট্রা ক্লাস পাইনি, এই ক্লাসটা এক্সট্রা নিতে হচ্ছে লাস্ট ফ্রাইডের জন্য, আর যে দুটো আমি এক্সট্রা ক্লাস চেয়েছিলাম সেই দুটো আমি পাইনি। ওকে, তো আই এম ওয়ারিড মাই সিলেবাস। আর ওনার সিলেবাসটা তো আরো বেশি, বিকজ all these alternating current things he has taken. Generally I take that part. For electronics I in the last semester I took that part, the part which he is taking for you, that is electrical machines part. That's a huge part. Electrical machines and alternating circuits are there in that part, so far I can remember. And if you are raising the problem at the end of the semester, then it will be difficult for you to understand, because you will understand alternating circuit from the notes, but it is difficult to understand the electrical machines. It's not so easy to understand for
Yes,
the
sir.
first year student.
Yes, sir. The theory is easy, but the working of the machinery is very difficult to understand.
এবার তোমরা বলো কি করবে, আমি তো জানি না, because it's already too late. First week of July, there's only the maximum 3 weeks we have. It's up to you. দেখো কি করবে। আমি যতটা পেরেছি দেখো, আমার তো এখানে তো এই অল্টারনেটিং কারেন্টস এর কিছু বলা তো মানে দরকারই ছিল না। I may bypass this and I can take only the resistance thing. Still I have taken these alternating things.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
हाँ बोलो।
सर प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में सर हम क्या केवीएल भी तो यूज कर सकते थे।
KVL মানে where
Yes, sir.
where you will use the KVL?
सर लूप क्रिएट करके सर हम वोल्टेज निकालते हैं सर, उसके अराउंड थेवेनिन्स वोल्टेज एंड देन रेजिस्टेंस फाइंड करते हैं।
That for calculating the Thevenin voltage you are saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That you can do, but I have used here the Ohm's law. What is wrong in that? I have
No
taken
problem,
there,
sir. लेकिन
because there is only one loop. Okay, so you can also use the Thevenin's here also. You can say also that this we are getting from KVL. That also you can say.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
মানে এখানে তো একটা লুপ আছে, KVL ওহমস ল সবই তো একই, মানে একটা লুপের ক্ষেত্রে তো আর এগুলো ইম্পর্টেন্ট না। Loop current techniques, KVL, all this advanced theory. You have only one loop. You know what is the actual potential, net potential in that loop, 20 minus 100 or 100 minus 20, depending on the taken current. I have taken the current like this, so therefore I have taken 20 minus 100, taking this as positive with respect to this. So I have used the KVL only here. You are right, we can use KVL because KVL is the most easiest thing to apply.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so start delta transformation. Let us discuss that. Suppose we have something in start, some resistances in start, and suppose these are the terminals 1, 2, 3, and suppose these are the resistances Again, I am using Z1, Z2, Z3. You can use R1, R2, R3 in your notes. Okay. Now this can be written as an equivalent of a delta. Is 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Where between 1 and 2 you have okay, so this is suppose this is ZA, this is ZB, and this is ZC. So how we can relate this? That is the question. Got my point? So this connection of resistances is called, how it look like? It look like star, and it's like a delta. Okay. বোঝা গেছে? Now how we'll equate this? Is it possible to equate this first? Hmm? Okay, so let me write the expression, then I can go for the proof. First, let me write the expression. Suppose if I want to equate this ZA, what will be the equals to ZA? ZA equal to Z1, Z2 plus Z2, Z3 plus Z3, Z1 divided by Z2. How to remember? How to remember this? You see that between first let me tell you that why I am discussing this, because in several cases we face a complicated network of resistances, and if we if we take the equivalent, or if you take some transformation from star to delta and delta to star, depending on the situation, we can get the problem easier. মানে অনেক সময় যদি এটা ডেল্টা থাকে, সেখান থেকে যদি স্টারে নিয়ে যাই, দেখি যে রেজিস্ট্যান্স গুলো সিরিজে চলে আসছে। ঠিক আছে, অনেক সময় স্টারে রয়েছে, ডেল্টা এতে নিয়ে যাই, ডেল্টাতে নিয়ে যাই, দেখবো যে রেজিস্ট্যান্স গুলো প্যারালাল বা সিরিজে চলে আসছে। It will help us to solve the circuit in more easier way. So therefore we are discussing this transformation, start delta and delta star. Now first I have taken that if I have a star connection, and if I want to convert into a, if we want to transfer into a delta connection, then we have to first identify 3 nodes. Okay, suppose the nodes are 1, 2, and 3, and delta also has the same set of nodes 1, 2, and 3. Now here I am writing the expression of ZA, which is connected between the terminal 1 and 3. And in the equivalent star connection, you have to you have to look at that what are the resistance are connected between 1 and 3. If Z1, here we can see Z1 and Z3 is connected directly between 1 and 3, then we have to we don't have to consider that, we have to consider another resistance which is not connected, and that is Z2, and Z2 will be in the denominator. Got my point? আমরা দেখবো যে স্টারে 1 আর 3 এর মধ্যে কোন দুটো ইম্পিডেন্স কানেক্ট আছে। এখানে দেখছি Z1 আর Z3, ওই দুটো ইম্পিডেন্স কে নেব না, নেব আরেকটা ব্রাঞ্চে যে রেজিস্ট্যান্স আছে, that is Z2. The Z2 will be in the denominator and numerator all the products will be there. All the possible two terms for the product will be there in the numerator. Two terms for product means Z1, Z2, Z2, Z3, Z1. Got my point? Can you tell me what will be the expression of ZB in similar way? Quick.
So ZB is Z1, Z2,
You just tell me
Z2,
what will be the
Z3,
denominator.
Z3,
That
Z1.
is the different thing.
Z3, sir. Z3.
Z3.
Z3. So this is how you can remember easily. That's all. It's very easy, but the proof is not that easy. How we are getting this? So that is not there in your syllabus. Anyway, okay. So this is one, and also you can reduce this. How? This is Z1 plus Z3 plus Z3 Z1 by Z. This way also you can remember that these are the self resistance which is directly connected between the nodes, and here the self impedances will be product in the numerator and the denominator will be the other resistance. This way also you can remember. Okay. Here you have Z2 plus Z3 plus Z1 Z2 by Z. No, কি করলাম? Z1 plus Z3 হবে না? Z1 and Z2. Okay, Z1 and Z2. And here will be Z2 plus Z3 plus Z2 Z3 by Z1. So these are the reduced expressions. And if I do the opposite one, that means suppose we have the this thing, we have the delta connection. Okay, and we want to convert it to the star connection. So that means here we can write star to delta. Here we have to write delta to star conversion, dy conversion, delta to y. Y means star. Okay. So what should I write here? This Z1. Now what is Z1? If I look back, suppose I have the delta connection here. Now I want to find out Z1 which is directly connected to node 1. এই node 1 এ যেটা connected আছে স্টারে, সেইটা আমি that thing I want to determine. Now this Z1 will be ZA ZB. That means in delta the two branches directly connected with one. So that is ZA ZB. So that will be in the numerator and all the summations will be in the denominator. That means what? In the numerator you have ZA ZB. This is how you can remember this, and in the denominator you will have all the summations. Similarly, what will be Z2? Quickly. You just tell me the numerator here.
ZB, Z3.
ZB, ZC. Correct. ZB. ZB, ZC, and Z3 will be ZC, ZA. Divided by ZA plus ZB plus ZC. Okay. So these are the transformations theory. So this you can use easily. Now, what should I do today? Okay. So what I'll do that I have not done yet, that I should send you some problem sheet, and you should practice, go on practicing the numerical problems from that problem sheet that I am preparing. I think by this weekend I will send that. Okay. So there, from there, you just try to solve these problems. Uh, this star delta conversion, delta star conversions, the formula I am giving, I am not discussing any numerical problems. In that problem sheet, you will get some problem on this, and you try to solve it. If you have some problem in any class, you can ask me that. Okay. And tomorrow I will take one more class because tomorrow is my scheduled class. And tomorrow's class I will ask the questions randomly, as I mentioned in this class. I'll ask you the random questions. Whoever will be absent, I will give him some zero, because I'm not getting proper attendances in the class. Anyway.